This hunting stand was appropriately dismantled, being flown to our lab. I believe it's there right now. And all of the forensic tools we have, from digital tools to biometric tools, they are all going to be applied to try to find out who put this up there and why.
Welcome back. That was Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino speaking this morning on a chilling story. The FBI investigating a potential sniper's nest, a hunting stand set up across from the Palm Beach International Airport with a clear direct line to President Trump and Air Force One. Joining us now, the co-host of the Fox News Big Weekend show, Tomi Lahren. Tomi, it's great to have you on again. What was your reaction when you heard this news? I mean, no individuals have been arrested, but, you know, the president has previously faced 2 assassination attempts.
Certainly, and one assassination attempt, of course, at his golf course in Florida. So that's why this is also incredibly unsettling that this could potentially happen again. Now, kudos to the Secret Service for getting to the bottom of this, for doing the walk around prior to the president's arrival and making sure that they spotted this. Apparently, it's been there for quite some time, which is, again, also very unsettling. And we hope it's nothing. We hope that it's just something benign. But it's hard not to feel like it could be certainly malicious, given all the attempts on this president's life. And I would also add, speaking of political violence, again, when you've got the folks in the streets for the No Kings protests, I understand that it was mostly peaceful and they were just assembling, and that is, of course, their constitutional right to do so. But when you look into the crowd and you see a number of those individuals and the signs that they had, you see one individual that seemingly was mocking the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I'm sure that's not a one-off. We know that when you have mass crowds like this, you're certain to have some folks that can't behave appropriately. But it's just very unsettling that the left still can't get a grip on this. How many assassination attempts is it going to take? How many more lives have to be lost until the left understands that they have to say something to their own side, or none of this is going to end anytime soon? So
the detail you just gave it's been there for a while. And, you know, the other details are really concerning. Eric Trump says it was located directly across the street from Palm Beach Airport in the median, in the meridian of a major highway, directly facing the Air Force One stairs about 200 yards away. The sniper who shot and killed Charlie Kirk was less than 150 yards away. But now you've got, you know, the first assassination attempt involving a sniper, a second one at the golf course involving a sniper. So, Tomi, when you look at the details, this is involving now snipers. So it's interesting that Secret Service, and it's good that they caught this one, right?
Yeah, it's certainly wonderful that they caught this. And again, the Secret Service is, of course, very dedicated to this president. But they can take no chances, especially when it comes to these open spaces. You mentioned what happened to Charlie Kirk and how horrific that was. These open spaces are, of course, an easy environment for somebody that's wishing to do the president harm or anybody harm. So it's great that they caught this, but they just cannot be too careful. And this president, he's someone who likes to be out and about. He likes to be around the people. He certainly doesn't want to live in a bunker. But it's so unfortunate that he continues to have these attempts on his life. Again, we don't know what this is. We don't know if it was something unrelated, but it's certainly hard right now in this environment to take anything for granted. I would also add, no prominent Democrats, when it comes to political violence, have asked Jay Jones to step down in his race for Virginia Attorney General. That's really concerning. You know, there's not a lot that people can do on a national level to, you know, prevent assassinations or prevent political violence, but you can condemn it at every turn. And then those who advance it, you can certainly ask them to drop out of political races, especially when they've become, in some cases, the face of your party in many regards. So something has to be done. The messaging has to change, and the left is going to be responsible for that on their side.
Tomi Lahren, thanks for being with us tonight. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Thanks for joining us.